Hello there, commanders, and welcome back to our special campaign where I teach special how to survive an ambush by Teclis. The auto resolve gives him a close defeat, very high casualties as well. Not just as high, but he'll be dead, so I would say that's very high. So yeah, let's tune in and listen to what he has to say. Hello there, special. How do
Ahoy.
you feel before your ambush? Well, you definitely feel like playing that battle manually. That's
Oh,
for sure.
yes.
You should also feel like putting that banner of yours on one of your units.
Yeah. Just trying to figure out which one I am going to put it on.
The answer is quite obvious when you think about it. At least I think. I might be talking out of my ass.
Either the hero or one of the blessed sources, I think.
Yeah, it's the infantry. What does it do exactly?
Um,
Base weapon damage. Fire damage. Self allies in range as well. Oh, wow.
okay.
No, wait a second. If it's base damage like that, well, that means your lord or whichever one of your melee. What are they? Stegodons? Bastillodons. Just hit harder. What's the base weapon strength? 250? You can slap 5% of that. So I guess it's alright on all of them, to be honest. I mean, still, if you think about it like really hard, you have 64 melee strength on your regular weapon strength on your regular
Yeah.
infantry, but there is like 20, 40, maybe even more, depending on the situation, of them hitting enemies. So overall, their damage output is higher.
Yeah.
Unless you really want to take down their lord in a quick 1v1. Or a rush. Also, if it is affecting allies in range, probably want a unit that keeps itself in the back but close to the front lines. Doesn't want to really engage though, which is your lord actually. So he'll be close enough to provide the buff to his allies, just as he's providing leadership and everything else. And then he
Yeah.
can come in himself and hit hard as well.
Okay, let's put it on there.
Yes.
All
It's a
right.
lot of thinking for just such a simple thing. But
I
then
know.
again, the battle will not be very simple.
No, I'm outmatched, I think.
Well, yeah, we don't know by how much. But then again, we know that auto-resolve results are full of shit. So we'll just go in and see. Especially with armies full of monsters.
Yeah.
From what we've noticed so far, I think they give you a much lower estimation of what your actual on battlefield power is.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and try it.
What's the worst that could happen?
Wait, it gave you a close defeat before. Now it says valiant defeat. Interesting.
Huh.
Well, that's slightly better. Valiant is better than close, I think.
Yeah.
I think it is better.
Think so too.
Okay, well. We definitely want to take down Teclis. Because he's a spellcaster. We don't want him to keep casting spells. Although his spells would most likely don't do much to your monsters, only to infantry.
Yeah.
But still. Well, Now I need to act because there's no deployment phase. Just run at them. Really, just run at them. All of it. Just forward. If you want to do it like that, remember, Ctrl plus G. Yeah, and now click on one of the units somewhere in the middle. It'll spread out your attack orders nicely. So you want your units also spread out. You want to be attacking these archers, disrupting their formation. Don't let yourself be held back by the infantry. Okay, I will take care of that group of archers on the right side. There are 4 units of archers and 4 units of mine. Remember to keep using that Arc of Sotek Vortex once you get inside enemy infantry formations. You want to use it pretty much every time it is off cooldown, but don't use it in the middle of nowhere. That doesn't achieve anything.
Yep.
Now the artillery has swapped to singular shot. And try to keep changing targets, which makes your units constantly charge. You want to keep getting that charge bonus. Just click on the unit, check where it is, select a target that is within its charge range. And once you get your Arcs of Sotek inside the archers, just deploy the vortex and they'll die pretty quickly. Keep checking on your units special because some of them are not moving. But overall, seems we're doing pretty well. Special unit over here, not moving, circling it around. Yeah, and also another thing. Not only your army control, but also your camera. You need to work on your just camera control. If you see things better, you'll also be able to command your units much better. Yeah, come with this unit closer to me so I can heal you. Yeah, but I said we were doing pretty fine. Balance of power is heavily in our favor, which means AI is full of dum-dums who would lose this battle. There we go, they all start routing now.
Okay.
There's a few more charges, and there we go. You must have been very focused because you weren't talking at all during this battle.
Oh. Yeah, I must have muted myself.
Have you physically muted your microphone or just a mental block?
Physically.
Oh, you almost lost your commander. Yeah, you need to be careful with that.
Yeah.
Also, since I hold the power to heal up, you communicate that? Like, yo, my commander needs healing? Because I don't see all the HP bars at the bottom, I only see the units I have.
Yeah.
And I was, whenever the healing came off cooldown, I was just looking, okay, who is within my healing range and needs healing? If yes, heal. On cooldown. Whenever possible. So, have I muted your stream? Or is it just so quiet? I haven't heard money sounds.
Looked like it was taking a while to actually go through.
You probably want the money.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, the punishment only applies to your infantry units. The monsters don't get more HP.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
It's your turn. I think you can finish off Teclis.
Alright. Probably I'm disappearing.
Probably.
Alright.
I mean, all the choices in here you can sack. I mean, okay, well, let's say combat-wise, Wary is the best, or Ancient Cutting, I think it was, in your case. That's the same thing, I think. Oh, no, I think yours increases your chance of ambush, and mine increases my chance of avoiding ambush. And also being assaulted by heroes.
Yeah, okay. Let's... What do I lose with an auto resolve? Nothing.
You don't lose anything. Question is, how much HP would you lose? What does it say about losses? Medium.
Medium.
I don't really know how it calculates, because it may think, oh, it just loses quite a bit of infantry, and, you know, like, entities-wise, it is medium, alright?
Yeah.
But the overall HP losses might not be that high. Up to you. I guess we can use it as an experiment and see. Would the casualties would actually be moderate or medium in terms of HP across your monsters, or does it just say that because you have 3 units of infantry in the army?
Yeah. Should I quick save, just in case?
I mean, the worst case scenario is that you lose a little bit more HP than you would like to.
Sure. It's not saying I'm going to lose a hero either, so...
I mean, sure, go ahead and autosave, it doesn't cost anything. Just do it, if that stops you from progressing forward.
Alright, let's see.
Yeah, I think the HP losses were very noticeable. Well, a few of them are on the verge of dying, but they were also like that, I think. Oh.
Yeah.
Which means next battle you'll need to fight manually, because otherwise you would lose them.
You know, just. Alright.
Oh, those are ogre mercenaries. They just showed up. Did you finish
Wow.
off Teclis? His army's gone, right?
Yes.
Okay, well now I know I shouldn't confederate him. I was also thinking, because well, if the viewers don't know, right? We are recording this episode a few days after we have recorded the previous one. There's a few day gap. So in that gap, I was thinking if I should try confederating Alariel, because I pretty much accepted that Tyrion is a no-go. And I've been investing in Araldir a little bit, but also with the thought of trying to confederate Imric as quickly as possible, because I know that Imric is the only High Elven lord that cannot be revived. So if he dies, if Clan Eshin or Hag Grief or whatever they're called kill Imric, then he's gone. And that's it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so you need to confederate him in order to get him into your faction. Whilst all the other lords, Teclis, Tyrion, Alariel, Alifanar, I guess it's all? Yeah, because I'm Elfarin.
Yeah.
All of them can be revived. Essentially what you need to do is destroy the faction and then cause a revolt in a specific region, usually their starting position region. And that should revive the faction, and then that faction can recruit that legendary lord again after the revolt succeeds, and then you can try confederating them again.
Okay.
That's how it works. So it works for you as Lizardmen as well. I think in case of Lizardmen, everybody can be revived.
Yes, I think so.
So you don't have to worry about that. So for example, if Cult of Sotek really doesn't want to confederate with you, you can just kill Cult of Sotek and then revive it and then confederate it.
Didn't think about that. Okay.
Well, it's a last resort option, so you don't really want to do that.
Yeah.
It's,
maybe I
it's
should
only
go
if
with.
everything else face. You should go with what?
Yeah. I think I probably should go with Untainted.
There are vampires in there, yes.
Yeah. I think I will do that. Yeah, okay. Right.
So maybe that would also be the solution to get Teclis for me. You can just destroy the Order of Lawmasters, because for you, it would be really bad if you just didn't finish off an enemy and went further north to beat the vampires, as then he could just spawn an army and attack from behind. So what you could do is beat him, wait for a revolt, and then don't defend against the revolt. And I guess he would be at war with you, because, well, he just revolted away from you. But would be at peace with me.
Well, he's already at peace with you, isn't he?
Well, yes. But technically a new faction, right? New war, but I wouldn't be dragged into it. Because it's a war declared through rebellion. Also, you could just elect not to drag me into a war. Unless, in co-op, it would automatically make me their enemies. I have no idea. Never played a co-op where a rebellion would succeed.
Oh, okay. Don't know what to do.
Money. Whatever gives you
yeah.
money, that's what you want.
We're getting more money.
Sure.
Oh,
You're just barely on a deficit. So a few buildings here and there will push you over into income.
and that gives me another 200 on top of what I'm already getting there. So
Sure. Just do it.
I have. That gives me a little bit more as well.
Then do it. Building up your settlement level is also a good idea, I think.
Yeah.
Unless you want to spend that money elsewhere.
Wasn't quite sure if I had anything else.
So here we have growth and money, and in the other one you have only money, right? Or is that what is that
Yes.
building that you're building up that has 1 second to go? It gives you some stone market. Then build up the middle one. Build up Sabaton.
Okay.
And build the gates of hell. I don't know.
Suppose when the Winged Stars arrive.
No, that's when they release Kislev in Warhammer 3. But we can go to the Nazi lines. Because vampires are Nazis.
Ah. Didn't think about that.
Yeah, there's Manfred von Karstein, I think that's called. And there was a German commander called Erich von Manstein. I think Erich was his name. Erich maybe, because it's German. Erich von Manstein?
With
So take
maybe
Man from Manfred, Stein from Karstein, and you have Manstein.
Munchstein.
There's also Adolf Bieber. But he's an imperial rebel.
Why am I not? Why didn't I build?
I don't know, just build a gold mine.
Yeah.
That should be a no-brainer. That's the one you always want unless you're recruiting. The first one.
Yeah, I don't think I am. Would be recruiting?
I think your army is full, so no.
Yeah.
Also, you don't have any recruitment buildings in here anyway. You need to replenish and then beat that vampire army. It's a very easy target for you.
Yeah. And I should be able to do that next turn.
Depends if he gets close enough. At the moment, this guy has no settlement, so he's just suffering attrition. So
Yeah.
he shouldn't be able to. Although, well, he's cheating because he's in a riding stance, which prevents attrition. So raiding stance doesn't prevent attrition that comes from bankruptcy, but it apparently prevents attrition that comes from not owning a single settlement.
That makes no sense.
Also, it's AI, so it cheats. It probably still earns 5k gold per turn.
Yes. Bullshit.
I mean, how else do you think an AI with just a single settlement can afford 2 or 3 armies?
True. And I
Or
think
recruit 10 units within a single turn. Right after spawning an army. And that's in the early game.
Alright.
You could go into forced match and grab those ogre mercenaries. Just to take them away from elves.
I didn't think about that.
There's a vampire lord in there. I think actually taking the dual and great weapons would be pretty good.
Yeah.
They will be pretty good against monsters, other single entities monsters that you can struggle with.
Oh yeah. Okay. Let's get this.
And now run away.
And
Okay, click on that vampire lord. Lord, the one with the army.
oh,
On the island. He has
Wait,
you
am I
within
at
his range. Yes, you are at war, that's why he's red.
but at the same time, he
I
also
think
has
those
an
are
enemy.
ogre mercenaries that he has there, right? Look like them.
Yes.
There is a
Those
sheaf
are
of
Vegas.
vampiric units. Oh, this is not the army with the croak. Croak could just blow them up. But yeah, your monsters should still be fine. You have the verification crystal.
Yep.
So the tactic we can use is don't rush them at the beginning. Especially when it's not an ambush. Just sit in a corner, heal as much as possible, let them come. Let them get tired as they approach. And then once you have used all of your healing, then you fight.
Yeah, okay. I think that will be the end of my turn.
Good.
But
It's
don't-
almost the end of the episode.
This has been a very special episode, guys.
Another one. Well, I also had one mine episode like that, I think. When I had 3 battles in one episode, I believe. Hero activity, block army success. Ooh, that kinda sucks. Mission has been blocked. Also,
Yeah.
I need to change to my perspective. The AI has just coordinated his actions against me. That sure is cheating. So, oh no, I was going down from Stone Mine Tower to Bitterstone Mine to prevent, I think it was Grown the Paunch army, which I have defeated. Doesn't say whether it was. No, it was Vurzak, the Great Green Prophet. Ooh,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Great Green Killer, physical resistance 10%. I mean, yeah, it's alright. But I much prefer the trade that you're getting from defeating Grown the Paunch. I guess the hero success action success chance could come useful because now I'm blocked and now my movement is actually more than halved. What the fuck?
It shall be done.
Dude, I have 25% of my movement? Yeah, I have 25% of my movement, but it's like 2 steps. That's not 25%. And I'm not in the middle of a swamp or something.
We shall not
Or a forest, I don't know. Well, that gives more time for this rebellion to gather strength.
I serve the Phoenix King.
Stone Mine Tower is going to fall. I just have too many armies that just keep throwing at me. I literally just walked down from Stone Mine Tower to Bitterstone Mine won the battle there.
Protect our Voltron.
And now we need to run back to Solomon Tower, but I have an army there and also a rebellion here. Ah, fuck this shit. Also, there's a rebellion here that I want to deal with. But I want to let it build up. Because it increases my public order. Skaven corruption increasing. Chaos corruption increasing. I need more orientated in here. I need Shrine of Asurian in here.
Remain vigilant.
I need the third level for.
Show no weakness. Stand
Oh,
ready.
that's how I. Okay.
Seek out enemies. I permit risk.
Okay, I'll camp here and I should be within the reinforcement range. If he ever decides to assault the city, which I doubt. My dad keeps Elfarian down.
Guardian of the Phoenix Crown.
So Archaon should be able to get Korgazan. It's just the garrison. Valiant defeat against the garrison.
That doesn't sound right.
Hevu Shapti. There's some horsemen, shitty archers. The Kehara warriors. That's a little bit of a better infantry. And not Tomb Prince. But I have an archer spam. So, you know, I win. Just gonna quick save also, just in case. Fight this battle manually. Make this episode a little bit longer. And then we'll finish it off. Okay. I haven't checked the speed of their cavalry. But I think you should be able to outrun them.
Yeah.
With the horse archers. I'm going to give them to you. And what I want you to do is to try to get the enemy attention and lead them away from my army. So just grab attention of like 1 or 2 units and make them chase you. And you know, so that I fight their army minus 2 units. So I feel like you're a little bit too loud. So I'll lower your volume on this, good. Alright. Starting the battle. But don't run in front of their army, don't get shot by archers, special. Need to be running in the opposite direction of where I am. Because the attention you're grabbing right now is still just grabbing them towards me.
Sorry.
As you say. Orders understood.
Avoid the arrows. They can avoid the arrows by just running out of the range. That will also work. If you cannot change direction. Okay, just... Some random numbers keep calling me since yesterday, all the fucking time, I don't know why. Since 2 days. Okay, those are 2 units, just keep them away. Don't run in my direction. Essentially.
Yeah.
I have a fireball. Let's use it. I guess I can just let their lord attack me. It's no big deal. He's a mage, Tomb Prince. I guess it's a melee character. If he was a mage, you would say. So is it? Why didn't get unattached? Interesting. Oh, I'm chasing their archers and their archers running away. That's not within the plan.
Never tire. March.
I didn't execute any prisoners, didn't think about it.
Oh,
So I won't be able to capture this guy. But it's not like he's important. Uh-oh. Didn't think about that deeply about this move that I just pulled off. So the fireball knocked the enemy commander away. And because he was moving... There we go, there it is disintegrating. And because he was moving, my archers took that movement into consideration to adjust their aim. And that aim adjustment meant that they friendly fired. My unit was standing nearby. So, it was victory instead of some bullshit valiant defeat.
yay.
Goodbye, Rangers. You served well. You shall be replaced with more archers. Probably. Although probably having a few Rangers is still a good idea. Because these archers aren't really that good yet. Unless I can get some of those hybrid archers. And that's a different story.
Yeah.
Elf one triumphant.
Well, if this army was a little bit stronger, I could maybe consider sacking and then occupying. Oh, I can sack and occupy within the same turn. Let's just loot and occupy. And it causes rest conquest penalty. This is only one turn. So a little bit less of province instability. A little bit more province instability. Why not just occupy, because I think it's tier 3.
Detector of Elf one.
Well, not anymore after my capture. But it is the two builds that I would want anyway. Public order building plus money building. The faction destroyed Camry, there we go. See, that was our first joint cooperated action. We both contributed to destroying Camry. There we go.
Yay.
Taking co-op campaign to its actual meaning by actually cooperating instead of just playing next to each other somewhat. Anyway, that's where we end this episode after the battle, as I promised. And we'll see you in the next one, Commanders.